All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're jumping headfirst into the absolutely wild, hilarious, and honestly kind of terrifying universe of Hardtoon's scary Indian high school. It's a world so detailed and so out there, it really deserves a proper breakdown. Okay, let's get into it.
So let's start with the one line that is basically the constitution for this entire universe. And you gotta understand, this isn't some fancy metaphor he's using here. Nope, he means it literally. This school isn't like a prison, it is one, just with its own very weird set of rules.
So yeah, we've got to completely throw out any idea that this is a place for learning. Everything, and I mean everything, from the daily schedule to who's in charge, it's all seen through the eyes of a prison, of a correctional facility.
Right, so the kids aren't students, they're inmates. And they don't go to school, they show up for their dihadi, their daily wage, like they're punching a clock to serve their sentence. And the craziest part? Parents send them there on purpose, hoping this whole experience will turn them into successful daily wagers in life. It's a perfect, dark, and funny twist on what parents usually want for their kids.
And this whole prison idea, it starts the second you wake up. 'Cause just getting to this place, that's a whole other ordeal. It's not a commute, it's a battle for survival that really sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Okay, get this. The commute is basically a war zone between two factions. On one side, you've got Bayaji in his van named Magic, right? He starts his pickups at a ridiculous 5 a.m. for a 9 a.m. school, pretty much taking a 4-hour grand tour of the city. And on the other side, an auto rickshaw driver who treats the morning commute like a Formula One race, eventually spilling all his kid passengers onto the street, forcing the van to stop and rescue them. It's just complete and utter mayhem.
So, that leads to a pretty obvious question, doesn't it? Why? Why would anyone put themselves through this? A 4-hour journey in a van that gets a flat every single day, starting before the sun's even up, there's got to be a really, really good reason.
And the answer, as it so often is a girl, Chameli. But here's the thing, it's not just about hoping to see her. Oh no, this is a full-blown, 4-step tactical operation. It's got elements of espionage, subterfuge, some serious method acting, all for the one single goal of getting the seat next to her. The amount of planning here is just, it's military-grade stuff.
All right, so if this school is a prison, who are the guards? Let's meet the officers running this place. And spoiler alert, every single one of them is more unhinged than the last.
And right at the very top of this twisted food chain, you've got the school in charge. But nobody calls her that. To everyone, she's known by a much more fitting and frankly terrifying name, Dawn.
I mean, look at this profile. She's supposedly shrinking, so she has to stand up while driving just to see the road. Her daily commute involves running over a few dogs. But the real kicker? She enforces the rules from the roof with a sniper rifle. Forget detention. This is a whole other level of discipline. She doesn't just reprimand students, she neutralizes threats from a distance.
Next up, we have the school's great mystery, Jammu Didi. Her official title is custodian, but, well, the rumors tell a very different story.
This woman is a legend. She rolls up on a bullet motorcycle to her job as a cleaner, but everybody swears she's the secret owner of the whole school, probably has a Mercedes stashed away somewhere. And her reason for mopping the floors and cleaning up Dawn's handiwork? She does it to stay humble. You just can't make this stuff up.
And of course, every prison needs an enforcer. Meet the English teacher, better known by his nickname Chota Beam, after that super strong cartoon character.
Okay, let's be real. English teacher is just what it says on his business card. His real job, his passion, his whole reason for being is beating up students. He's so short he literally has to jump to slap them. And apparently, he gets bonuses for it, promotions. The teaching part, that's just a little break he takes between assaults.
So, okay, that's the staff. Absolutely bonkers. But what about how the prison itself works? The systems inside. Well, every society needs a currency. And in this one, it all comes down to pens.
The whole economy is driven by something called pen fight sata. It's basically a high-stakes gambling ring based on that pen fighting game we all used to play. But this is serious business. You win, you get rich in pens. You lose, you're in pen debt. And remember those kids Dawn took out from the rooftop? Yeah, this is what they were guilty of.
And naturally, this has led to a full-blown caste system. Your place in society is literally defined by the pen in your pocket. You've got the untouchables at the bottom with their cheap throwaway pens. The
the working class in the middle with their standard Jiffy gels. And then, at the very top, the absolute kings are the kids with the legendary, priceless Trimax pen.
So, that sets up a pretty dramatic question, right? In a world where one specific pen is the ultimate symbol of power, what happens when one of them gets stolen?
The answer? Absolute, total meltdown. The whole school goes into lockdown. Every single student is lined up, and the shady sports teacher starts searching bags. And the best part, the punchline to this whole thing, the pen was never stolen. The kid just forgot it at home.
Okay, so finally, let's talk about the inmates, the students. In a place this completely broken, how do they act? Well, exactly how you'd expect, with pure, unfiltered anarchy.
See, these kids have this wild sense of entitlement. They think that because their parents pay fees, or, don't pay them, they basically own the place. They just ignore the principal, wander the halls, and some of them even hide out in the washroom all day just for some peace of mind. Their whole purpose seems to be creating chaos.
And ground zero for all this chaos? The washroom. I mean, they don't just vandalize it. They commit these bizarre crimes against common sense. Stealing light bulbs, ripping taps right out of the wall, and get this, chewing on those phenol disinfectant tablets like they were mints.
Okay, so after all of that, the sniper warden, the pen economy, the kids eating toilet fresheners, here is the most insane fact of all. All of this is just episode 1. This is just the setup.
Which leaves you wondering, right? If this is the normal day-to-day baseline, what other kinds of horrors and complete absurdities are hiding in this prison school? It's a world that's as hilarious as it is terrifying, and honestly, we've only just begun to scratch the surface.